Loan of $490,000, that's going to go into principal. Amortized over 30 years. Annual rate of 9.3, that's already in percent mode with monthly payments. So 12 payments per year. That should be step 1.1. 1.2, calculate the payment amount and make sure that it comes out positive. So I want to do payment of, for the rate, 9.3, but divided by 12. Number of periods, get the box with the 12 in it, but multiply it by 30 years, comma, present value, and then future value 0, completely paid off. End of the period is coded with a 0. And then this payment will give me a negative number because my principal was positive. But if I take my formula and I multiply it by a -1, now I have both a positive payment and a positive principal. Okay, now enter the payment number, calculate the payment amount, done. Enter the payment number. This will be, I'm going to do sequence. I need 360. I could either type 360 or I could make it sequence of 30 times 12 and it will calculate the 360 for me. Beginning balance, have that get your ending balance from the previous row. For the interest owed, the interest is going to be your beginning balance times by your annual rate divided by payments per year, but both of those cells have to stay locked. Payment made, have it reference your payment cell and lock it. Principal write down is the amount that you pay, subtract off the part of your payment that was interest, and then your ending balance, your beginning balance, take away the principal write down. And once you have those cells established, you should be able to copy them down. And if everything looks like it's behaving, so the payment is the same, the interest owed is getting slightly smaller, then you can update everything all the way down. Just check the bottom cell, make sure that it's a 0. So this should be, find the ending balance, calculate interest owed, principal write down, ending balance. Okay, calculate the total payments made over the life of the loan. And this doesn't specify, but it wants a sum function in this box. So using a sum function to get the total of all payments. So payment made, add up all of those. And then total interest paid, use a sum function on the interest column, which is column G. Enter the details for the loan if it was taken out for 15 years instead of 30. I think I can copy all of this over and then just change from 30 to a 15 and make the new payment -1 times payment of 9.3, but it has to be divided by 12, comma, number of periods is 12 times 15, comma, present value of 490, future value is 0, 0 for the type. Calculate the payment amount, use a fill feature to get the payment. Okay, so this will now be a sequence of, it's 180 rows. And you can type in 180, or you could do 15, the number of years, times by the payments per year. That would make it dynamically 180. Beginning balance, have that reference the end balance from the previous payment. Interest owed would be the beginning balance times by the interest per period, which is this cell, lock it, divided by 12, lock it. Payment made is the payment cell, unlock it. Principal write down will be the payment that you make, subtract the interest that's owed. And the interest will change, so you want that reference to slide down the rows. Don't lock either of those. Your ending balance, beginning balance, less the principal. So notice that for this 15-year mortgage, the payment is different, but the interest owed is the same because you're paying 1 month's worth of interest on $490,000. So all of the extra payment is going to write down the principal. You have a big $1,200 principal write down compared to only $250 over here. You can either copy these formulas down as you go, but then you get a lot of zeros in there, or you can wait and copy them all down together. Either way, you should verify that you've got a zero at the end. Previous value, interest owed, payment, principal, we did that, ending balance, total interest paid, and they want to see a sum function. Sum of interest and payment difference would be $5,000 for the 30-year loan. Take away $4,000. Interest saved would be total interest on the 30-year loan. Subtract, get the cell that has the interest paid on the 15-year loan. $547,000 different. Okay. Let's see how we did. 99.9. 357 of the 360 values in G in here. There must be some round off error somewhere, but that's close enough. I'm calling it good.